So my name is Maren Watzkat. I'm a coach for women who are in a decision process and who want to promote their networking as well. So that's the reason why I'm also in the BPW, International Network, Business Network for Women. That's what I do professionally.
Wow, that's amazing. So what inspired you to pursue this path?
Well, I had always something like a helper syndrome. So I always loved to help people. And I remember my mum saying, "Oh, I don't know why you always go around with the so-called weak persons, the persons who often do not have a lot of friends." But I always felt like, okay, I have to support them, promote them. And so I started working first in a business area, but I always wanted something like psychology.
Okay.
And so I decided now, some years ago, that I do a training for being a coach, doing that in my work life, in my freelance work life, for several years already, just not having the proper training.
Wow, that's
And
impressive.
so now I decide to do it as main thing.
Yeah. So in that case, what was your first job?
My first job as a schoolgirl,
Ooh.
so when I was 16, was behind the bar in a dancing school.
That's nice.
And so I started and I worked like a student behind bars, like a lot of students do probably.
Yeah.
But as adult life, I started as an office manager in a company of applied research and development.
Wow, that's impressive. What was your biggest career risk?
Probably starting as a freelance without having clients yet.
Oh,
Because I took that decision that I wanted to do that. And at that time as well, it was not the coaching business. I was working as an international PA, personal assistant for small and medium-sized enterprises. I knew that from English-speaking countries, but in Germany it was pretty new. People did not do that as a freelance.
yeah.
They did that employed for big companies. And so I started with it without having clients yet.
Wow. That's nice. So would you say, have you ever failed in work or business?
But it always depends a bit how you define success. I don't think that I do have a very straight line of jobs. I did a lot of things. So I started as an office manager. I did project management. I was an export manager. I worked as an international PA and all these things. So some will define that as having failed in a lot of jobs in business or in work. But for me, that's not a fail.
Yeah.
For me, it's just the way I came where I am now.
Wow. So what's the hardest part of what you do?
As a coach, I obviously want to help my clients, my coachees. But the hardest part is that I can only open their eyes for new ways, for new paths, but I can't do the work for them.
Mm-hmm.
They do have to do the work. They have to do it. And I can't do it, even if I want to do it, but I can't, because that's not my job, even if I want it.
Yeah.
And that's, for me, kind of hard.
Mm. So what does a typical day look like for you?
The good thing in my job is that every day is different. If I talk with my clients, with my coachees, everyone is coming from a different area, from a different branch, what I really, really love. But the day-to-day is a lot sitting in front of a screen or doing coaching sessions
Yeah.
or developing workshops or retreats, like
Wow.
doing the concepts,
Uh-huh.
talking with colleagues because I want to do it with them together, etc. But that's really what I love, because I love new things. I get easily bored, and so that's the perfect thing to do for me.
So what separates you from others in your industry?
All of us coaches, we do have a training in different areas. I think what is special in my training is that I don't have one area, but in the training they took things from different areas, put them together to give you an impression what you can do, what you may want to focus later on. But of course, all the ones in my training do have the same training as I have. So what is separates from others is our experience,
Yeah.
life experience also as a coach, but also the work experience, and of course our character.
Wow.
Because if you work together with a coach, often it's not important what is the education, what training, what workshops did they do. It's more important, do I like her or him?
Yeah.
Or don't?
Yeah.
So that's the important thing.
100%.
And therefore, I think my broad experience, office management, project management, staff planner as a temporary employment agency, export manager, and these some student jobs are obviously something from my experience. And I think what is a bit special is that I find almost in everything the positive point of view.
Yeah.
I can take out something positive from everything, almost everything. So, yeah, sometimes, you're sitting there and think, wow, that was hard and I don't know why I had to go through it. But in general, even then, looking at it, I do find a positive point on it.
Wow.
Sometimes it's hard, the positive point, but it's there.
That's impressive. So what advice would you give someone starting out then?
Well, I would say be good, be very good, but don't try to be perfect always.
Okay. That's nice.
Easy like
that's
that.
good advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a mistake people make in your field?
Well, I think coming back to some questions before, thinking that we can solve the problems of our coaches.
So that's the biggest mistake, you think?
Yeah. That's the biggest mistake you can do. That you think, or that I think, that I can solve your problems, and that I try to do that.
Yeah.
That's the biggest mistake you can do, because that will always work wrong, and that's not the target of a coaching session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if money wasn't an issue, would you still do this?
Definitely. Without doubt.
What's one business lesson you learned the hard way?
Well, maybe that working as a freelance often means no work, no money. And I knew that before, obviously. I had that in mind before, obviously, but it did not really reach me, if you understand what I mean. It's so,
for sure.
Yes, it was there and it was written down, but so I really learned it when there was no money.
That's brilliant. So, how do you handle criticism?
In general, I listen to it and then I try to evaluate it for myself.
Yeah.
If I should learn from it, or if I just should skip it.
Okay. Wow.
Like, because you always should listen to what others say. You
Yeah.
don't should make it yourself, and you always have to think about it.
Yeah.
Because some people just say it to hurt you.
Yeah.
Some people just say it because they want to get you unsecure.
Yeah.
But some people really have a reason to say it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it fits, maybe not for that situation, but in general. So listen to it.
Yeah.
But then look, was it appropriate?
Okay. That's good advice. What skill changed your life?
I think speaking different languages is always a plus, and it helped me to get in touch with a lot of different people, with a lot of different cultures. Because if you speak the language of the people, it's easier to get through their culture than if you speak in another language. So that's the reason why I, apart from English, learned Spanish after my A-levels, why I started to learn Italian, French.
Okay.
And at the moment I started to learn Greek, which I can't speak yet.
What can you say in Greek?
At the moment, Kalimera, Kalinichta. Not a lot, really not a lot, because I can't learn by heart easily. I have to understand. And what I'm doing at the moment is using an app.
Yeah.
Just having every day 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to get used to the letters, get used to the language, to the pronouncing. But once I'm really, really there, I will do a real course to talk. And I know I need grammar. I need the structure of the language. I need to listen. I need to speak. I need to write. I need the full package.
That's funny. How do you stay productive?
Well, for me, it's good to have external deadlines.
Okay. How do you mean?
If I put myself deadlines, sometimes it works, sometimes not. I'm not very good at that. But if I have external deadlines, I'm very productive, very effective. I can be very fast in working out things. So that works very good. So I really like deadlines.
Which is this or that, basically. You choose one or the other and don't think about it, just go with the flow, okay? So, early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Money or passion?
Passion.
Books or podcasts?
Books.
City life or countryside?
City life.
Team leader or team player?
I would say team leader, but it depends on the subject.
So you can say both if you want.
Yeah, the point is you can't be a team leader if you are not a team player.
Yeah. Okay.
That
I
does
like
not
how you
work
played
for
it.
me.
All right. So are you plan everything or go with the flow?
Depending on the issue. Business-wise, planning better than going just with the flow.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
On vacation, I also like to go with the flow. So
yeah.
It's
a bit like So are you an introvert or extrovert?
Well, I would say introvert, but all the people who know me will say extrovert.
It doesn't matter what they say. What do you say?
Introvert. For me, I'm introvert.
Text or call?
Text.
Streaming services or cinema?
I love cinema, so
Okay.
let's keep it with that. So,
All right. Thank you so much. This was so much fun. Where can they find you?
where can they find me? So on my webpage, of course, on internet.
Okay.
It's www.mwfemalefocus.com.
Okay.
Because as I told you before, I focus on women.
Uh-huh.
And there you find all my contact details, and well, we can get in touch. You can ask me if you want to work together with me.
Definitely. And do you have any upcoming events you can tell anyone?
Yes, you know that I'm moving to Cyprus. I already have my company there.
Yeah.
And I will organize a retreat for women focusing on decision making, the art to say no,
Yeah.
the courage to disappoint, and stuff like that. So
Awesome.
if you're interested in that, it's just in the way to be established. Will be maybe autumn this year, maybe spring next year. Depends a bit on where I find places and about the situation, of course.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much for doing this, and have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.